gentle English learning
for real-world confidence.
Hey there, English crafters. Welcome to Craft Your English. I'm Liam.
And this is Chloe.
And we're here to help you build, shape, and perfect your English skills one conversation at a time. Let's craft something amazing together. Welcome back to another episode of Craft Your English. You know, Chloe, I were just talking before we hit record about something that's been on my mind lately.
Ooh, yes. We were discussing how sometimes learning English can feel like you're building this beautiful piece of furniture, but halfway through, you look at the instructions and think, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Exactly. And that's actually the perfect introduction to today's topic, because we're talking about something that can completely transform not just your English learning, but your entire approach to challenges, your mindset.
This is so important, you guys. We're diving into the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. And trust me, understanding this is like discovering you've had a power tool in your workshop this whole time that you never knew how to use.
Love that metaphor, because here's the thing. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you build in your learning journey. It's like choosing between using cheap materials that crack under pressure or quality materials that get stronger over time.
And the beautiful part, you get to choose. So today, we're going to explore what these mindsets are, share some personal stories, and most importantly, give you practical tools to cultivate, to actively build and develop a growth mindset that'll help you craft better English and a better life.
Let's break it down, nice and simple. We'll look at what mindset actually means, how it shows up in your daily learning, and specific techniques you can start using today. Ready? Let's get crafting. So let's start with a scenario I see all the time. Someone's been learning English for years, they're doing pretty well, and then they hit a grammar point, let's say the present perfect continuous, and suddenly they throw their hands up and say, I'm just not good at grammar, I'll never get this.
Oh, I've heard this so many times. And here's a quick story. I used to teach a student named Marco from Brazil. Brilliant guy, very successful in business. But when it came to English pronunciation, he'd shut down immediately. He'd say, Chloe, I'm too old. My accent is set in stone. There's no point trying.
Set in stone. That phrase right there is the essence of a fixed mindset. It's the belief that your abilities, your intelligence, your talents, they're all carved in marble, unchangeable. You're either good at something or you're not. End of story.
But here's the plot twist with Marco. We started small, celebrating tiny improvements. After 3 months, he was trying tongue twisters for fun. Why? Because he started to believe that his skills weren't set in stone. They were more like clay, something he could shape and mold with practice.
That's the growth mindset in action. It's the belief that your abilities can be developed through dedication, effort, and smart strategies. It's not about being unrealistic and thinking you'll become Shakespeare overnight. It's about understanding that your brain is literally like a muscle that gets stronger with use.
And the science backs this up. Neuroplasticity, that's the brain's ability to form new connections and pathways. When you practice something, even when you struggle with it, you're actually strengthening neural pathways. You're physically changing your brain.
Right. So when you say, I can't do this, you're not stating a fact. You're just describing your current skill level. Add one word, yet, and you transform the whole sentence. I can't do this, yet.
Okay, so let's build this out with a practical framework. Think of it like constructing a house. You need different elements working together.
I love this. So element one, awareness. You need to recognize your fixed mindset voice. That's the voice that says things like, what if I fail? Or this is too hard? Or I'm not smart enough. Just notice it. Don't judge it, just observe it.
It's like when you're sanding wood and you feel a rough patch, you don't ignore it, you acknowledge it so you can smooth it out. That rough patch is your fixed mindset talking.
Element two, reframe the narrative. When that fixed voice speaks up, you talk back with a growth voice. If it says, this is too hard, your growth voice responds, this is challenging, and challenges help me grow stronger.
I do this all the time. When I was learning Portuguese, I'd get so frustrated with verb conjugations. My fixed voice would say, you're terrible at this. But I learned to reframe it. I'm building new neural pathways right now. This struggle means I'm learning.
Element 3, focus on process, not just outcomes. This is where a lot of language learners get stuck. They only measure success by the end result. Am I fluent yet? Instead of celebrating the daily work they're putting in.
Yes, it's like judging the table you're building when you've only cut the wood. Give yourself credit for each step. Did you practice speaking for 15 minutes today? That's a win. Did you learn 3 new words? Victory.
And element 4, embrace challenges as opportunities. This is the big one. In a fixed mindset, you avoid challenges because failure means you're not good enough. In a growth mindset, you seek out challenges because that's where the real learning happens.
Think about it like this. If you only ever build birdhouses, you'll get really good at birdhouses. But if you challenge yourself with a bookshelf, even if it's wobbly at first, you're expanding your skills. The wobbly bookshelf teaches you more than the perfect birdhouse.
So, how do you actually implement this? Let's get practical. Strategy 1, change your language. Replace I can't with I'm learning to. Replace I failed with I learned that doesn't work. Replace this is too hard with this requires a different approach.
Strategy 2, keep a progress journal. And I don't mean a fancy thing, just notes on your phone work. Every day, write down one thing you did to improve, one challenge you faced, and one thing you learned. You're building a record of your growth.
Love that. Strategy 3, seek feedback, don't fear it. People with a fixed mindset avoid feedback because it feels like criticism. People with a growth mindset see feedback as free coaching. It's like having someone point out that your table leg is uneven before you finish building it. That's valuable information.
Here's a quick story. I used to hate when teachers corrected me. I took it so personally. But then I started seeing corrections as gifts. Each correction was showing me exactly where to focus my energy. Now I ask for feedback actively. What's one thing I could improve? That question is like magic. Phrase builder.
Today's phrase is perfect for our mindset discussion. It's to bounce back.
To bounce back. I love this one. It means to recover quickly and successfully after a setback, difficulty, or bad experience. Think of a rubber ball hitting the ground. It doesn't just lie there, it springs back up.
Exactly. And the visual in the phrase is so powerful. You're not just recovering, you're bouncing. There's energy and momentum in it. Let me give you 2 examples. After getting rejected from 3 jobs, she managed to bounce back and eventually landed her dream position. The team lost badly in the first half, but they bounced back in the second half and won the game.
So, when you're developing a growth mindset, you're essentially building your ability to bounce back faster and stronger. A fixed mindset sees setbacks as permanent. A growth mindset sees them as temporary, just a moment before the bounce back.
And here's the thing. The more you practice bouncing back from small challenges, the better you get at handling bigger ones. You're training your resilience muscle.
Speaking of bouncing back, let's talk about what happens when you don't have a growth mindset. Because understanding what holds us back is part of crafting something better.
Right. So imagine 2 English learners. Let's call them Sarah and David. They both take the same speaking test and both get nervous and make mistakes. They both get a score of 65 out of 100.
Sarah has a fixed mindset. She sees that 65 and thinks, see, I'm just bad at speaking English. My pronunciation is terrible. I'll never sound natural. She feels defeated. She might even stop practicing speaking because it's too painful to face her limitation.
David, on the other hand, has a growth mindset. He sees that same 65 and thinks, okay, that was tough, but what can I learn here? I got nervous with the verb tenses. That's something I can practice. My pronunciation on TH sounds needs work. I'll find some exercises for that.
Do you see the difference? Same situation, completely different response. Sarah sees her ability as fixed. I'm bad at this. David sees his ability as developing. I need to work on this.
And here's what happens over time. Sarah stops trying as hard. She might still study, but she avoids speaking opportunities because she's already decided she's not good at it. She's building walls around her learning.
But David, he seeks out speaking opportunities. He makes more mistakes, sure, but he's also getting more practice. He's bouncing back from each stumble. 6 months later, his speaking score is 85, while Sarah is still stuck around 65.
The tragedy is that Sarah might actually have more natural talent than David, but mindset beats talent when talent doesn't practice. You can have all the best tools in your workshop, but if you believe you can't build anything worthwhile, those tools just gather dust.
Ooh, I love that analogy. And this applies to every aspect of language learning. Vocabulary, grammar, listening comprehension, writing, all of it can be developed with the right mindset and strategies.
Let's talk about a specific technique that really helps craft a growth mindset: the power of yet. It's such a small word, but it transforms everything.
Yes, instead of I don't understand the present perfect, say I don't understand the present perfect yet. Instead of I can't have a conversation in English, say I can't have a full conversation yet.
That one word opens a door. It implies that you're on a journey, that current limitations are temporary, that progress is coming. It's like looking at a half finished piece of furniture and saying, it's not complete yet, instead of, this is a disaster.
And here's another technique I use all the time: celebrate your struggles. I know that sounds weird, but hear me out. When you're struggling with something, it means you're at the edge of your abilities. You're in what psychologists call the growth zone.
Right. If everything's easy, you're not growing. You're just repeating what you already know. It's like sanding wood that's already smooth. The struggle is where the actual learning happens. Your brain is literally forming new connections.
So when you catch yourself thinking, this is so frustrating, try adding, which means I'm growing right now. It reframes the entire experience. The frustration becomes evidence of progress, not failure. All right, time to step into our word workshop. We've used some fantastic vocabulary today, so let's polish these words up and add them to your toolkit.
First word, cultivate. Cultivate. This is such a beautiful word. To cultivate means to develop or nurture a quality, skill, or relationship over time. It comes from farming, preparing and working the soil to grow crops. She's been working hard to cultivate a more positive attitude toward challenges. It takes years to cultivate true fluency in the language.
Next up, mindset. Mindset. Your mindset is your established set of attitudes, beliefs, and assumptions about yourself and the world. It's literally how your mind is set or configured. Developing a growth mindset can transform how you approach learning. His negative mindset was holding him back from trying new things.
Third word, adversity. Adversity. Adversity refers to difficult, challenging, or unlucky situations. It's those tough times that test your resilience. She showed incredible strength in the face of adversity. Learning a language involves overcoming adversity like frustration and confusion.
Number 4, resilience. Resilience. Resilience is the ability to recover quickly from difficulties or setbacks. It's your bounce back ability. Think of it as mental and emotional flexibility. Developing resilience helps you handle criticism and setbacks more effectively. Language learners need resilience because mistakes are part of the process.
And finally, neuroplasticity. 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 This is our most advanced word today. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to form new neural connections and reorganize itself throughout life. It's scientific proof that you can change and grow. Research on neuroplasticity shows that our brains can develop new abilities at any age.
Understanding neuroplasticity helps language learners realize that struggling with grammar actually strengthens their brain.
So, English crafters, here's what we want you to take away from today's workshop. Your abilities aren't fixed. They're not carved in stone. They're more like clay that you shape through practice, effort, and the right strategies.
The difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset isn't about being unrealistically optimistic. It's about recognizing that where you are now isn't where you'll always be. Every master craftsperson was once a beginner who kept showing up.
And remember, cultivating a growth mindset is itself a process. You won't suddenly wake up tomorrow with perfect resilience and zero self-doubt. But every time you catch that fixed mindset voice and reframe it, you're building something powerful.
So here's your challenge for this week. Pay attention to your self-talk when you face something difficult in English. Notice your fixed mindset voice, and then respond with your growth mindset voice. Add that word yet to your vocabulary.
We'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you're going to tell yourself you can't do yet? Drop it in the comments. It's great practice, and we love connecting with our community of English crafters.
And if today's episode helped you, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode from our workshop.
Remember, you're not just learning English, you're crafting it, shaping it, making it your own. And we're right here with you, building something amazing together. Keep crafting, keep growing, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Happy crafting! That's your dose of English wisdom. Don't overdose.
We'll see you next time.